We also have one public presentation and delegations. We have Mr. Calverley that would like to speak to items 7.5 and items 10.3. If you could please come up to the podium. And may I remind you as well, you're potentially discussing confidential information, and I would caution you to try not to disclose any confidential information that you may have.
Okay. I'm not aware that I have any information that is confidential. I don't have any information from staff. I don't have any information from proponents.
Okay. Can I get you to state your name for the record, please? We know who you are, but the public may not.
Absolutely, yes. My name is Steve Calverley, and I'm a resident in Elliot Lake. Good evening, Mayor Patry, members of council, city staff, and fellow residents. This input is regarding 7.5 and 10.3. The input considers 5 questions related to a second hotel in Elliot Lake. The questions are: what are the expected benefits? How rare is the opportunity? What are the 2 major objections? What are some legal considerations? And who benefits?
Just one moment, Mr. Calverley. Are you trying to use a PowerPoint?
Yes, I am.
We don't have it on the screens. Just give us 1 second.
Certainly.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for your patience. You can continue.
Thank you very much. One of the proposals before you, I see from information that is common in the community, public, is a hotel with convention facilities. This facility would be an excellent support for building our tourism industry, creating local jobs, adding to our local tax base, and providing much-needed local facilities. As well, its construction would contribute to a momentum of growth in our city. Besides tourism, some of the visitors could be work-from-home folks who want to live here and bring their job with them. Others may have a business idea. And of course, someday, all of those folks will retire. Depending on the final design, the operation could create 85 local jobs. This would be a big help to many families in our community. A facility of this size would be a significant contributor to our tax base, helping us to pay for the things we need, such as maintaining roads and recreational infrastructure. The proponent's representative has stated that they want to sit down with groups and boards and all interested parties to discuss the needs of the community to ensure this accommodates as many needs as possible. How rare is this opportunity? 255 Highway 108 has unique features that make it an ideal location for a hotel. It's highly visible on the main drive into town. It's centrally located with fast food restaurants beside it. ATV and snowmobile trails are directly behind it for attracting power sports enthusiasts. And separated only by some rock. Welcome to Elliot Lake. A gas station is next door, also connected to the trails. Over the years, the site has been the location of a hotel, a church, and other endeavors. In its most recent past, it was the site of our civic center. In summary, the unique features make this a rare opportunity for Elliot Lake to attract the long-desired second hotel. There isn't another location in town that checks off so many boxes for a prospective hotel investor. If we let this opportunity pass by, we may never have another chance this good again. And the two major objections: the performing arts community would like a new theater built at 255. That would be a proper performance theater with all the necessary features needed to attract professional acts and encourage our local performers, young and old alike. And I hope the city supports their vision, but not at 255. The problem is that property has features that don't matter or don't matter as much to a theater, but they matter a lot to a hotel. Bringing a new hotel to town can help the performing arts community in at least three ways. First, the convention facilities might provide better temporary facilities than Collins Hall affords. Secondly, the tax revenue from the hotel property helps us pay for Elliot Lake's new theater cost. Third, there is a mutually beneficial relationship between a hotel that attracts more visitors to the city and a theater that attracts visitors for the hotel. Another objection I've heard is that the one hotel we have does not want the competition. Elliot Lake Retirement Living has addressed this topic themselves on their website, and we can consider their own words. Currently on their website, from a series of articles, the Mythologies article states, "The fact that another hotel-motel has not been constructed in Elliot Lake has nothing to do with interference from us and a lot to do with viability. An investor will do their due diligence and look at the cost to construct and the potential profit. From there, they will determine if there is enough profit to generate a return on their investment. If the return does not exist or is too low, then the development is not viable. We suspect that potential investors have assessed the demand for hotel rooms and have realized that currently there is not enough demand in Elliot Lake to sustain more hotel rooms." Now, I want to point out that this article was written in 2015, and since then, since 2015, we have gone from hundreds of properties available for sale, homes online, realtor.ca, to now, last time I looked a day or so ago, we were around 60. And at that time, 2015, Retirement Living had many rental properties available, and now they're basically full or waitlisted. So in the same way that those things have changed, investors are recognizing that there's room in this market for two hotels. And to finish quoting from Retirement Living's article, it goes on to say, "We encourage new developments of every type in Elliot Lake, even if the developments are competitive to our business." And that brings me to comments about agenda item 7.5. And before I make any comments, I want to assure everyone that nothing is going to be said that casts any shadow or should make anyone feel anxious. Elliot Lake Retirement Living was incorporated as a not-for-profit in 1991. 1425164 Ontario Limited, operating as Nordev Group, was incorporated as a regular for-profit business in 2002. Nordev owns the Hampton. Nordev's financials are consolidated with Retirement Living's financial statements. There's nothing secret about that. The information is public on Elliot Lake Retirement Living's website. The registration dates are from the Ontario Government Public Registry. Considering that two councillors will be assigned to the Retirement Living Board, I wonder if it would be prudent for council to have expert advice regarding the appropriateness of the transparency that they will have all the way through those financials. Specifically, do the legacy practices 2 and 3 decades old meet the criteria for the current Municipal Act and the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act? I watched the ethics training this afternoon online, and I feel for you. I respectfully wonder with you if it might be prudent to press pause and see if any updating is required. And I also wonder with you, is your ability to effect any advisable change lessened after the councillors are appointed? Now back to the topic of the hotel. This is the last slide, thank you. Who benefits? If you say yes, local stores and restaurants will benefit from the additional tourist business. Possibly, and it depends on what is finally designed, but 85 new jobs would benefit some local families, making Elliot Lake a better place for them. Some much-needed local facilities would be created. We may have accommodation for sports teams, people traveling with pets, and some of the other things that people have wanted. The property tax contribution will help fund our infrastructure maintenance and help pay for needed new infrastructure facilities, such as a theater. The construction of an 80-room hotel would give additional momentum to our local economy and encourage yet more development and boost existing real estate as more people make Elliot Lake their home. And if you say no, none of those benefits will come to us. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you for your words, Mr. Calverley. With that, we'll move on to Section 7, Introduction and Consideration of Corporate Reports. 7.1, Banking Services.